Today I'm here with Patrick Waters of Homefi Digital Mortgage, and I'm going to ask him a couple questions. I know everybody talks about refinancing. Right now it's a hot topic.
Oh yeah.
If I have a loan on my home and I need to refinance, what am I looking for to happen to say, yes, I do need to refinance, it's my time?
A couple things you want to look at. One, look at your interest rate, where you're at. Two, where can you go? You know, I'm one of those that I care more about the people than the deal. And so like there were times where you and I, before you're like, hey, is this the time? I'm like, if you're not saving a whole point, don't do it.
Okay.
You know, my rule of thumb as a lender is if you save at least 1 full point of interest, do the refi.
Okay.
When you do a refi, there's closing costs in Florida, just like as if you're buying a house. So you need to take into consideration the fact that on your average refi, your closing costs are roughly what they are to buy. And so it's going to take you about a 3-year prepayment or a 3-year repayment to break even. So if you're only going to be in a house for 4 more years, don't refi. It's not worth it. If you're going to be in the house for the next 20 to 30 years, then you're going to save tens of thousands of dollars of repaying on interest by doing that.
Okay. That's awesome. And then for someone who's wanting to buy, thinks they don't have a good enough credit score and that's really holding them back, what are a couple quick tips for them to get their credit score back on track?
To get your credit score back on track, number 1, call me, Patrick Waters. They'll give you my phone number. Number 2, don't repay any old debt. If your debt's over 12 months old, you're no longer taking monthly hits for it as a negative credit. What you want to do is you want to buy and establish new credit. That may be being a co-borrower on somebody's credit card. That may be going to your local bank or getting on NerdWallet and giving them $300 to $500. They'll give you a credit card. Once you do, this ties into number 3. Number 2, buy new credit. Don't pay anything else off. When you do buy, don't go over 30% of the max monthly and leave a $20 balance. If you do that 60 days in a row, your credit score will go up 40 to 50 points, no question.
Perfect. That's a really good tip. And then we hear about people when they are actually in the process of getting a loan, a lender will say, oh, if you want to buy down your points or if you want to buy down your mortgage. What does that mean? What are they saying?
All lenders get paid the same way. We get paid money from the bank or we charge it to you, the buyer. Our company doesn't do that. So the bank pays us money. The bank says for today's current market is X. If they want to buy it down an 1/8, it costs this much, 1/4 of a point, 3/8, a half. You can buy it down as much as you want. There comes a place where the cost to buy down becomes so great that it's not financially worth it. So what I do is I look at every person, every deal, every interest rate differently and take care of every single one of them specifically for what they need.
Yeah, that's great. I will say that I've had an experience working with Patrick at Homefi. I got my first loan through them and I refinanced with them, and he definitely guided me through to let me know when was not the time to refinance, when was the time to refinance. And he also helped me figuring out what does a 15-year, what does a 30-year look like, and all these different components that go along with it. So thank you for your time today. I truly appreciate it. And call Patrick at Homefi.
Look forward to working with y'all.